Hello and welcome to Everything Summer Camp, the maker of CNN Footlockers. My name is Drew and I'm joined today with Mark, my good friend and coworker. How's it going, Mark?
Going fantastic.
Yeah, so we actually had, we were going live right before this and we had some technical difficulties with some of our audio, I guess.
Yeah.
So we've hopefully worked those out, so maybe somebody can chat with us. We actually have the phone right here. You see that little chat box off to the side. Maybe someone can chat with us and let us know that everything is working just fine. There's a lot of moving pieces going on around here right now. But
well, this is only our third live stream on Everything Summer Camp, so obviously, we're bound to have some technical difficulties, and unfortunately that happened today. If you were watching our earlier live stream, we definitely apologize, and you know, we're glad that you're back with us now.
It sounds like we're hearing multiple voices.
Okay.
I don't totally understand what that means, but that's what Diane is telling us.
Okay. Well,
let me just check into it.
We may be having some more audio problems. I'll try to talk a little bit softer in case we're having the double voices thing. So, Drew, what are you hearing back there?
I can't hear anything. You'll have to
Okay.
go check. He'll hear somewhere else.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, I'm going to keep going with this, and hopefully the audio is not too obnoxious. Hopefully we can work out whatever technical difficulties we're having here. So, anyways, you know, once again, welcome to Everything Summer Camp. We are the makers of CNN Footlockers. Today's live stream is going to be about some of our awesome designer products. So we've got our designer trunks. We've got a couple of those on the table here with me. This is our in-action basketball trunk, and this is Blast Door. These are both very popular trunks, especially Blast Door. We sell tons and tons of this Blast Door trunk. It's definitely a fan favorite for our summer campers. Some other things that we'll be talking about on the show today, we've got designer laundry bags. And so we'll have those in today's live stream, as well as our floor mats. So, are we making any headway with that audio?
I think it's working just fine, but I'm going to go double check and confirm with my own personal device. So you keep going.
Okay, I'm going to keep going by myself, and I don't know, maybe I should dance or something just to kill the time. But no, anyways, I won't subject anybody to that. I'm going to get into the construction of our designer trunks a little bit, and I'm going to move this one out of the way. Get Blast Door on the screen a little bit better there. Okay, so one thing that makes the designer trunks a little bit different from our standard solid color steel trunks is that our solid color trunks have a steel exterior. The designer trunks have an aluminum exterior. So the reason that we go with aluminum for the designer trunks is that the aluminum accepts the image better than what the steel does. So this image that you see on this trunk, tip that up, hopefully that glare from the lights isn't too bad there, but the difference is that the aluminum takes the image better than what the steel does. This image gets permanently embedded into the aluminum exterior of the trunk. It's not a laminate, it's not a vinyl wrap or a screen print. It is permanently embedded into the trunk, so that image isn't going anywhere. How are we doing, Drew?
I think we're working just fine, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep rolling then.
We have 3 viewers out there right now, though, so if you are one of those viewers, you should see the chat box off to the side, so you guys can confirm for us that the audio is working, the video looks good. We did note yesterday that for some reason YouTube auto puts the resolution, they automatically put the resolution at a lower resolution. So if you click the little gear button in the bottom right of the video, so it's going to be mirrored, so I guess on this side, the bottom right of the video, there'll be a little gear icon. Click that and then put it up to 1080p. That is the highest output that we have with our camera right now, but it's probably at 480 if it looks a little bit fuzzy. So I'd recommend putting it up to 1080p if you want to see our pretty faces. All
right. Yeah, that's a good tip. I forgot to mention that, so I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm going to keep going then with this trunk. So we've got the aluminum exterior that gets the image permanently embedded into it. That aluminum is sitting on top of a solid 3/8 inch cabinet grade plywood. You can see that here. We'll tip that up. You can see the bottom of the trunk. So once again, that's solid 3/8 inch cabinet grade plywood with the aluminum sitting on top of that. This trunk's got hardware all over the place here, including our 4 crush-proof corners on the top, 4 crush-proof corners on the bottom as well. That hardware, all the hardware, is nickel-plated. We've got clamps all over the place on this trunk. There's almost 20 clamps here. Those clamps are there to hold on all of this trim and provide structural integrity for the trunk. Moving around to the front of the trunk, we've got our wire loop latch. It's a simple latch, but very durable. The wire loop swings up and then the handle pops down. Just like that, it cinches the lid of the trunk tight to the base. This is our center latch then, and that center latch can accommodate any standard size padlock. You'll notice there's also a small handle there. If I was storing this bed or this trunk underneath the bed, I can grab that handle and easily pull the trunk out from underneath the bed. I'm going to turn the trunk sideways now and show off these double wide handles. What I really like about the double wide handle is it stretches further to the front or back of the trunk. If I'm going to pick this up and carry it, it allows me to get the trunk closer to my body. That's my power zone, and it makes the trunk feel lighter than what it really is. If Drew and I were carrying this together, we can both get our hands, whoa, the table's going forward on me. We can both get our hands inside that handle. It balances out the load, makes it really easy to carry. I'm gonna open this back up. I wanna show off one more feature here. And that is our lid stay. So this is the lid stay. And it does exactly that. It keeps the lid from going too far back, which would damage the trunk, but more importantly, it keeps it from coming too far forward and damaging my hand or my fingers as I'm getting something out of the trunk. So the lid stay just operates, there's a pressure lock. If I pop it by applying a little bit of pressure to the top, you'll see it's now unlocked, yet the lid is still getting suspended. I can lower it down a little bit more, the lid's still suspended, until I go ahead and lower it all the way. So how are we looking?
I think everything's working good.
Any comments?
Nope, no questions or comments yet. So I'm just going to assume that everything's working okay.
All right, fantastic.
But yeah, let us know if you guys do want to see something in particular. I know Mark just did a brief overview of the foot locker, but if you guys have any questions on that, like maybe how much weight can go on top of them, the best practices for packing your trunk, anything like that, let us know. We can answer them. That's kind of the whole point of this live stream. So
right. Yeah. So I mean, Drew, you mentioned you asked the question of how much weight can go on top of this, and we always say about 800 pounds. John, do you have that image of all those campers on top of the trunk? If you do, could you throw that up? Perfect. Okay, so yeah, you'll see here, what do we have, like 8 kids? Yeah, looks like 8 kids standing on top of a trunk. So I mean, that's probably more than 800 pounds. I think it's safe to say they can go over 1,000, but we like to be extra cautious, so we say 800. If we're wrong and the trunk gets damaged, we have your back because we've got a lifetime free repair warranty that's going to help get this trunk fixed if anything does go wrong. So a little bit more about that free repair warranty then. So the free repair warranty covers anything except for cosmetic damage. So small scratches or dents, things that are gonna kind of naturally occur over time are not covered. But anything that affects the functionality or the safety of the trunk is going to be covered. So let's just say you went off to summer camp with this trunk, and then you had a great time at camp, you pack it up, and you ship it back home via one of the major freight carriers. And it arrives back at home, and unfortunately, let's just say that one of these corners is missing, maybe a clamp is torn off, and this piece of trim is all mangled. Well, we have videos that will show you how you can replace that type of stuff at home. You get a chance to watch that video, and if it's something that you're comfortable with, we will send you the parts. You pay a small shipping fee, but the parts are sent to you for free, and you can follow along to the videos to replace the damaged parts. If you watch that video and it looks like something that you don't think you could handle on your own at home, then you have the option to send the trunk back to us, and we will do all of the repairs at no cost back here at our factory. In that instance, you would pay to ship the trunk to us and then back to you. but once again, you're only paying the shipping fee. All of the parts and the labor is at our cost.
So we're making a quality product then.
Absolutely.
We're definitely willing to
Right.
stand behind,
Yes.
stand on top and behind, right?
That's right. That's
Cool.
right. That's what we always say. So, Drew, a while back, you filmed a pretty cool video that kind of took people behind the scenes to see how we make a designer trunk.
Yeah, it was really cool for me. I've worked, I don't know if you guys caught it before. Well, you probably couldn't hear us. I've been working here for about a year and a half now, and I did not know the process of how we make these designer trunks, or just let alone any of the trunks at all. So I went and actually filmed the whole process. It was probably about a whole hour and a half of start to beginning, and then did some editing. But we put it together into a 2-minute and 30-second, I think 2-minute and 40-second video that really takes you guys behind the scenes on the process of how we make this designer trunk. And it was actually this blast door design that you see right in front of you. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool. John, can you roll that video for us?
Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, I hope you guys really enjoyed getting that behind the scenes look at how we make a designer trunk. Drew, you did an awesome job filming that.
Thank you. Well, I mean, we had Bob, we had Bob in the mix. We had EJ. I could just name off. There was, I mean, everyone was involved in that. So
Yeah,
it was
well,
really cool.
that's good. I'm glad that you guys had fun, and I hope that our audience liked getting that behind the scenes look. So, well, anyways, this is not just a show about designer trunks. It's a show about all of our designer products, or at least some of our designer products. So let's move on from trunks. Drew, you've got a designer laundry bag here.
I do. We have one of our designs. There's many, many, many more designs. We have premium laundry bags, but this is one of our designer laundry bags. And this designer laundry bag design is actually our Avo camper. And it's got a bunch of little, I mean, all these little avocados. I have a bunch of different little camp things like flashlights. This one's carrying, I believe, what is that? Like a s'more stick, like, yeah, they're roasting s'more over a fire. hiking boots, hot dogs.
Yeah, this guy's got a backpack on with some hiking boots.
So really cool, cute design, and there's many other designs. But this is going to be 24 inches wide and 32 inches tall, and that is measured when we had it completely, to its full extent. But it is a 100% polyester material, so it's going to stretch a little bit. It's going to be breathable, and we did that because it is a laundry bag, so it needs to be quick drying. We don't want it to hold any bad smells at all, and we also want it to be machine washable. So it is machine washable. It has a locking drawstring on the top, so I'm just going to take this down here. So I'm able to open it up completely through the top there. Hoping to get that on the camera. Perfect. I'm able to stuff all my clothes in there, and then once I'm ready to take it to the laundromat or bring it home, I'm able to close it down and cinch it up. So I think this is a great product. I coach basketball. I've talked about it before, and we go away for many weekends at hotel stays, and I usually throw my clothes in like a Ziploc plastic bag, or just as a plastic garbage
Something
bag.
the hotel gives you.
Something the hotel gives you, and those really don't air very well. So it really holds in those smells.
It does.
So it's not very pleasant when you get home, and it's not good for the clothes either, for them to not be able to breathe. So definitely getting a quality laundry bag is a great product to go off to camp, but you can also use it for many other purposes too.
Right.
So,
Yep, and you're going to want to get 2 of these if you're headed off to camp, because you're going to send one off to the laundry service whenever that comes around, and then you're going to want one that you can be filling while your first batch is getting laundered. So.
I know this is designer day, fun designer day, and we're talking about some of our designer products, but this one does not come with the carrying strap, right? We talked about some of the other laundry bags yesterday.
Correct.
I believe it was yesterday, yes. Or maybe it was Monday, but our premium laundry bag actually has the carrying strap. This one, no carrying strap, but it's not too large where I can't, carry it like this, or just from the top of the bag, or by the drawstring itself. So
yeah, but if you are looking for something with a carrying strap, a shoulder strap, take a look at either our premium or our deluxe laundry bags. One other difference with the premium or the deluxe, as well as just our basic solid colored nylon laundry bags, those can be embroidered and personalized. I don't think we're offering any personalization on the designer laundry bags yet. It's kind of hard. All the designs are different, and the embroidery, if we were to do personalization, can kind of get lost inside the designs on some of those bags. So if you're looking to personalize a laundry bag, or if you're looking for a shoulder strap, take a look at some of our other laundry bag options that are out there.
Okay. So we had Brooklyn in the chat box earlier say it says the audio is good, sounds good. So
okay, good deal.
Like we've said before, this is only our 3rd live stream on Everything Summer Camp, and we're hopefully working on all those little bugs. But by next week, it should be seamless, right?
It should be. In theory, we should have it all done.
We'll keep working on it. But that's kind of the point behind these live streams. It's really natural. They're organic, and I think that that's kind of what makes them unique. So
absolutely,
let us know if you have questions. We want to tailor this live stream really to the audience, and hopefully, if you're browsing our website right now, you can come over here and ask us some questions, and maybe we can help you out. So
yeah, I know that we have a lot of people shopping the website right now, and all you've got to do is click that banner up above in order to watch. Hop into the chat. I think you have to pick a nickname, so I think you got to give yourself a chat nickname, and then you're able to hop into the chat, and you can throw any questions you have in there. We are the manufacturer of these trunks. We also make a lot of other products here, and the trunks are made directly to my left here, about 40-50 feet from where we're standing right now. Our warehouse and our shipping department is about 100 feet back that way. So we have the ability to walk off camera and grab a product so that you can get a closer look at it. So if there's anything you need to help you get ready for camp that you want to see on a live stream like this, just throw it into that chat box, and we'll try to make it happen for you.
Definitely. We have 6 viewers right now.
Okay, that's awesome.
I believe I'm one of them right here on my phone.
Are you?
So,
okay.
Yeah, so for right now, we're streaming this through YouTube. So YouTube has its own chat box, but we also have a chat box within Everything Summer Camp. So I figure for the first few live streams, I'll monitor both, just in case someone was chatting with us on YouTube. We're not, forgetting them or anything. But other than that, everything will be via our chat box on Everything Summer Camp after that. So, but either way, we'll be able to answer your questions if you do have them. So.
Yeah, so the chat box is over to the right of the live stream window, and then below the live stream window, you'll see our product carousel. And that carousel will generally contain products that are a part of today's live stream. So you'll see we have a number of designer trunks in the product carousel. There's some of the designer laundry bags. We have some floor mats in there that we'll be getting to here in just a minute. But then there's other products in there. I mean, the Happy Camper trunk is in there. The Happy Camper is such a popular product for summer campers. I think you can always count on seeing that in our product carousel down below, as well as other great resources for camp, like the Summer Camp Handbook. The Summer Camp Handbook was authored by doctors Chris Thurber and John Malinowski. They did a phenomenal job. We had Dr. Thurber on yesterday's live stream with us momentarily. So that the book that they wrote, the Summer Camp Handbook, is in that carousel below. So take a look through those products. At any time, if you click one of those products and you leave this live stream, what you'll notice is that you can pick our live stream back up on those product pages. So,
definitely.
Yep. Okay. So anything in the chat, or should we move on?
No questions. We're good.
All right. So I'm going to move on to our last product in today's live stream, and that is these floor mats. So the floor mats are great for a couple of reasons. So one, when you're climbing into bed at night, there's a decent chance that you're going to have some debris on your feet, some dirt, some sand, anything like that. And the last thing you want to do is bring that into the bed with you. So gives you a chance to wipe your feet off so that you don't drag all that stuff into the bed. The other thing that I like is in the morning when you wake up, this is a nice soft place for your feet to land. It kind of helps you ease into your day a little bit more than just hitting a cold wood or tile floor in your camp bunk.
It's like waking up on a Monday morning versus a Friday morning, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison.
Yeah, Monday morning
exactly.
You wake up, you're not ready for it.
Yeah,
but on Friday, you're pretty excited to get out of bed.
Right. Yeah, this is a little bit
you
more
can make
like,
every day
this is
Friday.
like a Friday.
Yeah, every morning a Friday.
That's
there
a good analogy.
Perfect.
So
I like you could also use this. I feel like it almost sounds like a shower mat, right?
Absolutely.
It's going to be okay with water and moisture.
Right. So one thing I'll point out is it has the back, and this probably isn't going to come across on the camera real well, but it's got a non-skid rubber backing to it, so it's going to stay put. I mean, here, watch this. So this is how non-stick it is. I'm just going to grab the edges of this, and I can actually turn the trunk.
With no pressure.
With no pressure. So that's how non-stick the floor mat really
is.
is.
Memory foam there too, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's got a memory foam fill, so it's got a real nice plush feel to it. I mean, it's definitely going to feel nice under your feet as you're stepping out of your bunk in the morning. It's 100% microfiber. It measures 18 inches tall by 27 inches long. This is our Hello Summer design. I've got one other one here off to the side. This is our sloth. But I don't know. We have a lot of different designs here, and we also have some that you can personalize. So head on over to the. I think if you wanted to find these, you can obviously just type it into the search on our website. But otherwise, go to our bunk and bath category. And these have their own. We have so many of these floor mats that we gave them their own category on the website. So
they're in the carousel too, right?
Yes, several of these are in the carousel.
Okay.
So
I also like this. I mean, we always talk about labeling everything. I feel like this #1 rule of camp and really personalizing your space. Right. I feel like when you get this, you are kind of claiming your area, in the bunk. You're kind of saying, this is my spot, this is my area, and it really probably makes you feel a little bit more at home, makes you feel more comfortable while you're at your summer camp experience. Right. And we know homesickness is a common occurrence in many kids, and anything you can do to make them feel more comfortable, more assured, more confident while they're at camp, really just letting them pick out a floor mat, I think, their own personalized floor mat that really speaks to something about them is a great option.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that does it for products in today's live stream. Do we have any chats that we need to address?
Nope, we have 6 people watching, so I hope you guys are learning a couple of things. And if you do have some questions, feel free to do that. Or maybe we showed you a couple products you didn't even think about. Right. I'm not even sure, are floor mats on most people's camp packing lists? No, floor mats are an item that I don't see on too many packing lists. Although I did just see one, I want to say for Camp Kenwood and Evergreen. It was either Camp Kenwood and Evergreen, or it was, it might have been
Camp Towering Pines.
Okay.
But I saw one on there and I was like, oh, that's really cool that they put that on the packing list. It's not an item that I'm used to seeing. A laundry bag, on the other hand, appears on pretty much every packing list that I've ever looked at.
That was going to be my next question.
Right, yeah.
And then you said expert tip would be to bring 2?
Yes,
Depending on the length of your camp?
Well, right. So, if you're going off for a 1-week stay at camp, odds are you can fit all the clothes you need for a 1-week stay into like a Happy Camper size trunk or one of our designer trunks. And a 1-week camp a lot of times is not going to have a laundry service.
Okay.
But if it gets to be longer than that, more often than not, the camp does have a laundry service. And if they have a laundry service, you'll probably want to bring 2 laundry bags. I think most camps' packing lists will specify.
Okay.
And the best advice I have is to follow the camp's packing list. Definitely get all the items that are on the camp's packing list. There's a reason that the camp thought to put those on there. We do have a few extra items. I think we talked about this a little bit in yesterday's live stream. Items that don't usually appear on a camp's packing list.
Oh, yes, we had Dr. Chris Thurber.
Right, yeah. And so, like Chris's tips for stuff that normally does not appear on a packing list that kids should think to bring. One of the things that I really liked, he mentioned bringing a second pillowcase.
Yeah.
Because, you're at camp for a while. There's so many ways to get that pillowcase dirty, and the last thing you want to do is to lay your head down on a dirty pillowcase at night. So
be smelling that constantly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that was another reason. Like yesterday, we brought up that the floor mats don't appear on most camp packing lists.
Yep.
But kind of in that same spirit, it's a way to clean off your feet so that you don't drag that dirt into bed. So I guess we're all about keeping clean beds here at Everything Summer Camp. We want to make sure that kids are getting a good night's sleep. So anyways, I'm trying to think what else we had. Oh,
goggles was a...
swim goggles, he mentioned, don't always show up on camp packing lists. So that's another good item to consider that might not be on a camp's packing list. And another item that we had on yesterday's show that doesn't appear on a lot of camp packing lists is our autographable pillowcases. So that's just something you can bring to camp. If you make friends at camp, all your bunkmates, you can have them sign your pillowcase. And it's just a memento that you can bring back home with you, help you kind of cherish some of those camp memories and friendships that you made at camp. That's another item that generally doesn't show up on packing lists. It's not something you have to have, but it is nice to have. And I think an autographed pillowcase is, $15, $16, so pretty reasonable price. And those are in the carousel below.
Have we talked about the most common size trunk for going off to summer camp?
No, I guess we really haven't. And now that you say that, I think we got thrown off with our audio thing at the beginning, so I didn't even bring up the size.
Well, that's why I do, because today is designer day, and that's probably one of the nicest parts, that the designer trunks are only offered in the one size, which is the Happy Camper size.
Right.
Which is 32 inches long, 18 inches in depth, and 13 and a half inches tall. 3.8 cubic feet of storage. That's the exact same size of the Happy Camper. It's just the design, and the exterior is aluminum instead of steel.
Yes. But this is we've been doing this now for 34 years. I think we've been in business. 34 years. Yeah. So we've been around for 34 years. We visit camps all the time. Our sales director Matt was in the live stream with me yesterday. Yeah, he's on the other side of this wall here. So Matt joined me yesterday. He's visited hundreds of camps, and we've really done our research. This is the best size trunk that you can bring off to camp. Once again, 32 inches long, 18 inches deep, 13 and a half inches tall. It's made to fit under the bunks at most summer camps.
We always recommend check with this if it doesn't say, on the camp packing list, which I actually just looked at one recently and it said 13 and a half inches tall. There's a lot of other trunks out there that are 14 inches tall that I see, but 13 and a half inches was the max for that camp. And it's just the most popular one, so they can store it under a way, under a bunk possibly, or just off to the side.
Anyways, I think that does it for our live stream today. One last thing that I want to leave everybody with is we currently have a really fun contest going on right now. If you venture back to our homepage, right now, while we're live streaming, if you go to our homepage, at the top of the homepage, is a graphic that you can click on to come watch the live stream. But in a few minutes after we end today's live stream, that banner will come down and it'll get replaced with a banner for our virtual scavenger hunt that's going on right now. And our sales director, Matt, he designed this scavenger hunt. He's really good at this kind of stuff. So there's all kinds of little puzzles and riddles that you have to solve. It bounces you around from our website to our Facebook page to YouTube. And as you're doing all this, you're collecting a series of letters and numbers that you'll need to unscramble. And once you've collected all of them, you end that it is solvable. And every day we're seeing a few more people are coming in and you know, making it their way, you know, start to finish on the scavenger hunt. But it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of positive feedback on social media channels that people are really enjoying the challenge. So
Awesome.
Be sure to check out the scavenger hunt and possibly win a $500 gift card.
That is awesome.
So
Cool.
All right.
Well, I think that does it for today's show. If there's no other questions, hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to be trying to go live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's no set time per se right now, but I think we will lock in some set times so that you guys can look forward to it. You know, we'll send out emails, follow us on Facebook. You know, that's probably going to be the best way to get notified. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Drew. This is